Great Mother speaks.
I am Great Mother, Holy Spirit, Yin, Divine Mother, Cosmic Womb, Deep Space, the Moon, Dark Matter, the Void, the Black Hole, Hathor, Isis, Diana, Mami Ishtar, Kali, Mammy, and Mother Mary. Hello, welcome to Great Mother Speaks. I'm Tammy Taylor, your manifestation muse, and today we're talking about... To ancient man, darkness represented death, and the shadows one's impending doom. But with the veneration of Great Mother, Divine Mother energy, and the observation of her lunar cycles, we slowly began to recognize the variant energies that she embodies within us. Through the cosmos, we are either one sun sign or another. As the sun travels through the constellations, we are either one ascendant, a rising sign, or another. As the sun arrives at the horizon at the very moment of our birth, location, and time. And Great Mother is represented in us and through us as our emotional nature through the moon sign we were born in, and that engulfed our very being, the time of our incarnation. These readings are about how we really feel, really think, and what we know. In this full moon season of the Taurus moon in Western astrology or tropical astrology, and in the Aries full moon in sidereal or Vedic astrology, what we're looking at is what we know in the northern hemisphere as the darkness comes upon us and we begin to celebrate the light season, and what we are coming to believe in the southern hemisphere as the external light of the sun is increasing and we externally plant seed in hoping that we know what will grow. For this, we must understand that in order to utilize the energy of Aries, that leader, that initial point that comes through the constellational wheel of life, the astrological wheel of life, that soul that is very clear about the purpose of its incarnation is manifested physically in the increasing sun of the southern hemisphere and planting of the seed. Likened to that, with the Taurus full moon, we can say that that second house on the wheel of astrology is that grounded leadership, that grounded self-assertion, now secure in the soul, self-reliant and safe within itself, now ready to cultivate what needs to be grown within. In the northern hemisphere is how we interpret this. It's an internal process within in the northern hemisphere as the darkness sets in. So the full moon light represents the light that is within us as we assert our identity in this world anew. And also, as we secure ourselves, we begin to reassert our safety and knowing who we are in the world. It is a simultaneous looking ahead to enjoy the winter while anticipating the spring, and looking ahead with what we are newly planning in the spring, enjoying the winter. So enjoying where we are in this full moon is what Great Mother is coming through and sharing with us at this particular time. Recognizing wherever you are, she is there. However you interpret her presence in your life. She is there, and specifically with regard to her lunar energies, she's coming through to you in your moon sign. Hello, Virgo moon people. Virgo moon children, what it is, what's up, what's happening, what is it for real? You are just in a place of you just down for you down for it. You're down for whatever's happening. You are ready to face your challenges, and you've worked through a lot of revelations. There's a lot of light here. You have 3 full moon cards here, and so there's a lot of light that's been shed in your life, and you've been open to it. And which is why you just like you're in real time. Virgo moon people, you really are ready to genuinely and authentically live in your true self as best you can with the resources that you have. Great Mother is coming through, and she's saying that there's a certain element that really needs to be expressed within you, or that you were already expressing with this Wild Woman card. You are either facing the revelations that you've received with some trepidation, but you're still moving forward. That is the definition of courage. Or you are already in this courageous state, and it's like, what's up? Life. That's kind of how these cards jumped out at me for you. And Great Mother is speaking this courage into your life with the Doctor card underneath here saying, hey, the law of Divine Mother, which is the law of the Holy Spirit, that intuitive, still small voice that casts its shadow of awareness, inner awareness, within us, is your guide to what your true desires are moving forward based on the information that you've received. Now, there's been a requirement of a release of some perceived needs, desires, aspirations, in order to receive this enlightenment, which is why it is such a celebratory energy coming through here, even though there is some trepidation moving forward. Great Mother is speaking into your life that the transformative opportunity available to you is one in which accepting your feelings, your gut feelings, those instinctual survival unctions that you have about where you are in relationship to your joy, to your fears, and really being able to access that in the moment is your key to really attaining and maintaining balance throughout this episode of this Taurus and Aries full moon for you. Because, of course, the grounding energy we see here with Newt and Dorothy, which the 49 cards are based on the 49 scenes of the Wizard of Oz as channeled through Great Mother to help us heal, to release, to let go, to grieve the past. This is a collective consciousness endeavor. And for you, Virgo moon people, you are endeavoring to recognize the truth. This card is a new moon card. It has light in it because we do need to see Dorothy, and we do need to see the root chakra, which is about regrounding yourself. And so you are regrounding yourself in your own sense of security, your own sense of safety, be it financially based, be it based on your spirituality, on your birth relationships with family, birth family relationships, etc. You are regrounding yourself, even if it's health-wise in your body, if there are back issues or leg, hip issues that are calling you to pay attention to what those physical needs are. You're facing them, because the transformative opportunity here is about being able to look at your self in real time in relationship to your gifts, talents, and abilities, and saying, hey, based on my present health condition, based on my present relationship with my birth family, and from that, my second chakra desires to have the creation of my own family, my own relationships, and my gut instincts, what they're telling me about this. Am I using them, or are they using me? Are my gifts, talents, and abilities being exploited? Am I being sold out or sold short based on what I have to offer? Or am I actually using them to express my highest authenticity in the world? And these are emotional issues that Virgo moon people are consciously grappling with. There's a kind of need to perfect your awareness with regard to this. And Great Mother's encouraging you not to overlook the fact that this inner work that you've done, which has been very fastidious over the last month or so, we're seeing here with the two new moon cards, Baba Yaga and Durga. It's been a wild journey of really reassessing those boundaries, or for some of us, traversing new thresholds. You're being rewarded. Don't overlook that. This primordial father energy is coming through and saying that you are receiving some material benefit from the efforts, the spiritual, the inner efforts that you've put forward, because as we know, everything is manifested within spiritually first before it is seen, felt, heard, or sensed in the outer world. So if you're sensing that things are starting to come together for you in terms of your relationships, in terms of your financial life, in terms of your health in ways that they weren't prior to a month ago, then it is because of the deep internal work that you've been doing. And there's been a certain degree of self-compassion that has allowed you to get to this place of awareness that Great Mother is recognizing. She's acknowledging and confirming for you as a very important part of this evolutionary process that you're undergoing, to be able to actually be in real time with yourself, with your authentic self, trusting that gut unction, because you have been developing it. You've been really paying attention to that, and she's encouraging you to continue to do that in a way that honors who you are, your gifts, talents, and abilities. Okay, that's a real important part, because your outcome has to do with this trusting this gut chakra. Again, we have a gut chakra full moon, and we have the conclusion card, the outcome in a gut chakra card, which is telling me that this is very much about being in touch with your body, with how you feel, and your self-esteem, which is based on how you feel about who you are. You're self-conscious, feeling good about what you do. That being new to you based on the assimilation of your inner observations. And Great Mother encouraging you from now on into the new moon, which will be in about 2 weeks from now, around the 18th and 19th. And so pay attention to how you are being compassionate with yourself, how you are using your abilities to further the rewards in your life that you're experiencing as a result of the work that you've done into your new, more engaged life that is not focused on those things that you've released in the past that no longer serve you, such as relationships that may have been abusive, or situations that may have repetitively made you feel abandoned. You are now giving yourself the attention that you need through the self-compassion. You are now paying attention to what you are attracting to yourself through your gut instincts, and that is what has produced this full moon season for you, Virgo moon people, in a way that rewards your efforts in doing that. So continue, Great Mother says, with many blessings to you. Onward and upward. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and liking. Oh, and sharing too. As always, Great Mother loves you, and I do too. Holy Spirit, Yin, Divine Mother, Cosmic Womb, Deep Space, the Moon, Dark Matter, the Void, the Black Hole, Hathor, Isis, Diana, Mami Ishtar, Kali, Mammy, and Mother Mary.